Oh, I know that sound. It's time for the Beer News Report. Hi, and welcome to the Beer News Report. Cheers. As it turns out, a lot of people asked me about my last show and wanted some clarification when I said, you need to do your own research. So they asked me, can you show me what you mean by doing my own research? I thought it was self-explanatory, but sure, I can show you how to do it. But that means I got to push out life extension for another week. Sorry about that, you guys. Now, anyone who's done a detailed search, such as a reporter or a college student or even a recruiter like I was, should know how to do search strings. But for this show, I'm going to stick to just a basic search. I'm not going to go into Boolean logic or how to x-ray a website. And sure, you know about Google and Yahoo and Bing, but have you heard of these search engines? Exalead, Million Short, and DuckDuckGo? These are all search engines. And have you ever added an extension to help you with your search, like Profit or Outwit or Tamper Monkey? Those are all cool, but unfortunately, I'm not going into them on this show. For this show, I'm just going to assume that you were having a conversation with two people, and one of them said, hey, you know, monsoon season's really hitting India hard this year. And the other person goes, well, I heard it hit China even harder. So who's right? That's going to be our research project for today's show. Sounds like fun to me. Cheers. So I started doing research on this topic, and one thing leads to another. Next thing you know, you found something that's going to shock people. So I got to warn you. Flooding is a natural disaster, and in disasters, people get hurt or killed. Some of the videos you're about to see are graphic, especially the last one. If you're the type that's empathetic, you know, when you see someone going through pain, you feel that pain, you should not watch the last video. Now, I have no proof that they died in this video, but I'm assuming they did. And yeah, I said they, not just one person, but I think it's a family. So I'm going to warn you right before the video happens. It's the last one. But for now, let's just start the show. Cheers. Now, every year, Southeast Asia goes through monsoon season where they get a lot of rain. This rain seems to be hitting really hard this year. For instance, check out this video and see how India is handling it. You know, the funny thing is, they don't seem that worried about it. They're just standing outside, talking to each other with a river going between them. And oh, look, here comes a wave. I better go back inside, wait for it to pass. It's crazy. So how did I find this video? Well, it's real easy. First, you go onto Google or Yahoo or any search engine that you like and type in India flooding 2020. You have to put the date in, otherwise you'll get flooding from the tsunami that happened several years back. Now, when you get all these leads, you sort of read over them and pick one, like this video.
Official sources have stated that altogether 23 districts are facing the flood situation affecting nearly 1 million people. Among them, over 27,000 are taking shelter in 193 relief camps. The Brahmaputra River and its several tributaries are flowing above the danger mark in many parts. Most rivers in the state, except those in Barak Valley, have witnessed a rise in the water levels.
The one thing to notice is that you might not get an American link. The top hits were from the BBC, which is British, NPR, that one is American, and Al Jazeera from the Middle East. Yeah, that's right, Al Jazeera. I want you to be open and look at news from other perspectives, right? What you want to see is if all the news channels are corroborating or agreeing with each other. Once you've got a consensus, in which for me is about 3 sources giving the same information, then you can say with some confidence that the news that you saw is truthful. So let's take a look at another one. Cheers. When was the last time you drove on the highway and saw a rhinoceros taking a break on the breakdown lane? Sure, we've had rainy days, but when's the last time it rained and you saw a herd of elephants walking down the street? Oh crap, where did I put my car keys? Now, did you see at the end of this clip, the girl was wearing a mask? Yeah, they have COVID too. So not only do you have to wade through the water to get from place to place, but you have to wear a mask too. Out here, we complain if we have to wear a mask going into a store, even threatening to sue or feel our constitutional rights are being infringed.
You are in violation of my constitutional rights. I'm filing a...
You literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask.
Now, some people use reverse logic for their reasoning not to wear a mask.
Wearing a mask can actually cause you to get sick. So,
Wearing a mask can actually cause you to get sick.
yes, absolutely.
But every now and then, someone makes up an argument that really makes sense.
At the end, I don't wear a mask for the same reason I don't wear underwear. Things gotta breathe.
She's pretty convincing, huh? Cheers. You know, she makes a valid point, but I'm getting off the subject. I've been talking about Google and Yahoo, but actually, the main search engine I use is YouTube. So I showed you India, but let's take a look at China. As you can see, there are several videos or leads that you can look at. And as you start watching videos from one, your main interests, side videos will pop up showing related news, like this one from Japan.
Of Japan, the overnight flooding happened on the southern island of Kyushu, and over 200,000 residents have been asked to evacuate. The visuals on your screens show the large areas of the Hitoyoshi town in Kumamoto, inundated in muddy waters that gushed out from the Kuma River. The houses, buildings, railway tracks, roads and vehicles have submerged in the mud waters, and almost about 8,000 homes on the island have no electricity or communication lines.
So, which country is being hit the hardest by the monsoon rains? Well, from what I've seen, all the countries in Southeast Asia are being hit really hard. I mean, what are you measuring this against? Is it the people who have died, or the amount of damage done, or how much rain has fallen? I know. It's enough to make you drink. Cheers. Uh-oh. Our beer's getting low. We wish we were coming close to that bad video, but we're not there yet. First, it's natural curiosity to check things out, right? We want to see what the disaster has done, so we get close. Now, no one gets hurt in this video. This is a China dam flooding. And what I want you to look at is the area over to the right-hand side, this area right here, because we're going to go down to that area and see how the flooding is happening. So again, this is the China dam releasing all the water. Here is where I was pointing to. These are the people down at the bottom, and since it's a disaster, well, not really a disaster, but they want to be close to all this energy from the water. So they just stand there and I'm assuming they're having fun. I don't know. And with this, you don't need a fishing pole. You just need a net to catch the fish flying out of the water. Now, some people are braver than others, and they get right into the middle of it. This guy is swimming in the water when the dike breaks. I don't think he died, but I'm sure the water pushed him out a ways. Okay, so you're at the video where I feel death occurs. Again, if you have a soft heart or a stomach or anything that makes you cringe at horror, you shouldn't watch this. Just stop the video right here and I'll see you next week. But if you liked it, if you liked the video so far, please click the like button. For the rest of you, well, here comes the video and I think a drink is in order. Cheers. Now that was awful, gruesome, and just plain terrible. But you're probably telling yourself, Art, I wouldn't be standing in a river next to a waterfall. And for most of us, that's true. But I'm using this video clip as a metaphor, right? The waterfall is the possible death that awaits you, and the rising river, well, that's the COVID-19 pandemic. And this is a wake-up call. What are you doing to make sure you are safe? Are you wearing a mask? Are you keeping 6 feet apart? Are you staying inside or away from others as much as possible? I know it's tempting to, do whatever you feel like, and I don't have a care in the world, but you're inviting danger. And maybe you won't die, but you may kill someone that you care about. Well, you can see my beer is almost empty, and that means we're at the end of the show. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it this far, then you're pretty hardcore. If you did enjoy it, please click the like button. And if you want to be notified of my next show, please come and hit the subscribe button. You can always email me with your comments. The email is right here below. And till then, keep your beer cold and your interest hot. Cheers.